about how self-aware this, these phase conjugate dielectric fields, they find each other at a distance remotely. They're self-aware. That's what the paper is about. Alice in barium titanate land. It's a very famous paper about phase conjugate dielectrics, like the phase conjugate dielectric material in a phase conjugate mirror for optics, which is the same concept of the high dielectric materials making the Ark of the Covenant and the implosive capacitors and zero-point energy. And so in physics, the mystery has been, if you go to somebody in phase conjugate optics and you say, how does a phase conjugate mirror work? He says, well, yes, I got my two lasers here and they're bouncing on each other perfectly, dancing head to head, two pine cones kissing noses. And he said, then if you bounce a third laser in, called four-wave mixing, that beam will bounce backward at the complement angle. And it doesn't bounce like, here's the two beams meeting. Here's the third laser coming in. You'd expect this third laser coming in would bounce off down here, but nope. The third laser, when it comes in, it bounces backwards, exactly retracing its incoming steps. And in physics, which is, I say, in a very precise physics, this is called time reversal. It also happens that when that laser bounces backwards in time, which is a technical physics way of talking about it, they call it backwards in time. But what they specifically mean is that when that laser bounces off from the point of the phase conjugate mirror, that it becomes self-correcting. In other words, if you're doing this in microscopy to eliminate aberration, destructive interference, it eliminates destructive interference and it becomes more coherent. In other words, by time reversal in phase conjugate physics, they're very specific. They always mean negentropy. We've said this many times, that means when you're time reversing, you can take rusted steel back to unrusted, no problem. But you cannot take unrusted steel and take it backwards to rusted steel. It doesn't work. What does that mean? Is that in physics, the observation seems to be that you can only time reverse to greater order. Now, this is lots of implications if we're doing time reversal in Therify, and if time reversed rejuvenation is the definition of the term, I will raise Hashem unto the Lord. This has all kinds of very interesting implications. So maybe we should scratch our heads about this for a minute here.